use the sine rule, guys? Oops. Let me draw a triangle. So I'm gonna give you a very good situation of when to use the sine rule. When do we use the sine rule, guys? Let's say this angle is 60 degrees. Cool. And this angle is 60 degrees. And this angle is 60 degrees. Cool. So this is the type of triangle we're using. And let's say here is 10 meters. And here is, we don't know what here is. And so, yeah, that's a good one. So guys, let's say we don't know what this side is. Cool. We have no idea what this side is. And remember guys, we already know how to find the sides if we have a right angle triangle. So guys, we're not talking about right angle triangles anymore because truth is we kind of mastered that with sine, cosine, and tangent. So since we have sine, cosine, and tangent for the right angle triangle, then we don't really need to do these anymore. We kind of understand when to find the sides for sine, cosine, and tangent, right? Yeah, we understand these already. So we don't need to do any more. Cool. Let me just rub these out and write the formulas for sine, cosine, and tangent one more time. Sine, the angle is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent, right? So I already know how to find the angle and the sides and so on with a right angle triangle. But suppose it's not a right angle triangle, guys. Suppose we get an acute angle triangle like this. Suppose we get a triangle like that. How would we find it? You know, and it's a really good question. How in the world would we find a side if we only have the angles and one side? You know? And this is where the sine rule comes in. Cool. This is where the sine rule comes in. And if you look on the video as well, the sine rule is A over sine A is equal to B over sine B, which is equal to C over sine C. Cool. So long story short, guys, if you have a side and an angle, cool, you can find the other sides and the angles. Well, you can find the other sides or the angle. It just depends. So let me just give you an example. Let's rub out the right angle because we already know the situation already. And let me give you an example. Cool. So I think this is a good example. Let me do it for you. So guys, we have a side here and this side. The angle that's pointing to the side is the 60. So we know, let's call this one B. Let's call the 10 B. We know that 10 meters over sine 60 degrees, because remember all the angles are 60 degrees in this triangle anyway, is equal to, is equal to A, because A is what we want to find over here. A over, and A points to this angle, so sine 60 degrees again. And this is how we would find it, guys. It's kind of really simple. Yeah, it's kind of really simple in this case. It's super simple. So yes, guys, we need to find the side, the A over here. And how would we do that, guys? It's kind of easy in this case though. All we have to do is say sine 60 multiplied by 10 meters over sine 60 is equal to A. So we're gonna multiply this sine 60 by whatever is on the left side. And this sine 60 would cancel this sine 60 and would end up with 10 meters is equal to A. So A would also be equal to 10 meters. And obviously the other side over here is going to be 10 meters as well. But it's not always this easy, guys. Sometimes you have different angles. But this is the basis of it though. This is the base of the whole situation with the sine formula. It's basically to find the other sides when you have the angles. Cool. So this is a really simple and easy example where the angles are the same, so the length of the sides are the same as well. But it's not always that simple. So we're gonna go into some questions. Cool. I think it's fair to go into some questions. And another thing, guys, is remember the side over here, this C over here, is for this angle over here. So I'm just going to give you some more information related to the sine rule. I kind of don't like how I'm drawing triangles still. I'm gonna draw them neater still, but he still explains it really well. So if you have an angle here, guys, this angle is pointing to that side. So this side would be A and the side over here would be A. Same thing here. If up here is B, guys, and this side is B, then the angle here points to this side. Same thing over here. If over here is C and the angle is here, clearly over here would be small c, right? That's how it works. The side points to the angle. Cool. So cool. So let's do some examples with this sine rule thing. Let's do some examples. Yeah, let's do some examples. So let's use that one as an example. I kind of like that one. 40 degrees and 60 degrees. Okay, cool. So let me just draw it right here. And sorry. Cool, guys. So don't worry, guys. It's not really that difficult still. People make this thing look hard, but it's really not that hard. 40 degrees, 60 degrees, right? And over here is 8 centimeters, and over here is X. Cool. So let's use that. And I'm going to ask Trey, and I'm going to ask Jaden, and I'm going to ask Nathan. I'm going to ask you three guys first. Help me to find X. Remember the sine rule, guys, is sine the angle, sine A over A is equal to B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. So Nathan, Trey, and Jaden, help me out. Help me to find X if here is 40 degrees and here is 8 and here is 60 degrees and here is X. Help me out. We need to take a break though soon. So Nathan, we'll soon take a break, guys, because we've been going kind of hard. Nathan, you with me?
Yes, sir.
All right, you trying it out?
Yep. On it.
It's not too bad, don't. I don't really think it's too bad. Trey, you asked me about this weekend, man. It's really not too hard. It's kind of easy. Well, I wouldn't say that still. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say it's easy. It's just not very hard. All right. All right, Trey, thanks, Trey. I think that's right. So let's work with that. Jaden, you understanding? So let me help you guys out. So it would be X over, remember X is pointing to that angle. So X over sine 60 is equal to 8 over sine 40. And then we need to find X. So I would multiply both sides by sine 60 to get rid of sine 60. So if I multiply both sides by sine 60, then this sine 60 is going to cancel that one, and I'm going to get X is equal to 8 over sine 40 times sine 60. and then I would be able to find that side. Cool. And that's all the sine rule is. It's not anything, it's not rocket science, guys. It really is just finding the other side with the angles.
So you just leave it like that?
No. You have to work it out. You have to find sine 40 and find sine 60 and then find the answer for x. So yeah, you need to work it out. So Trey gave me his answer already. All right, so Jaden, making sense to you know? Nathan? Trying it?
Well, if my calculator is not bugging.
It's kind of simple, guys. It's not really, well, it's not really too hard to me. People make
It's
this
not,
thing
I
look
just
hard,
need
but
to-
it really is, but
I
to be
just
honest.
need to know sine 60 and sine 40 and calculate tomorrow. So,
Just find sine 60.
yeah, it's literally that simple, and then divide it and then define it.
Find sine 60, multiply it by 8, and then divide it by sine 40, you know? 40 sine. Yep. So you're supposed to get 10.77, guys. X is equal to 10.777. It's a very simple thing. It's one of those simple things, guys, that the exam, that people make look hard, I think. I think it's one of those really, really simple things that people make look hard. The cosine rule to me is the harder one, but the sine rule, not too hard. Kind of simple. So Nathan, you got 10.777?
No, sir. Actually, I got 5.9, so I'm just checking again.
Checking again, no problem. Jaden, trying it?
Yes, sir, I'm just looking for my physical calculator.
I got it, sir.
Rakon, you got it. Good job.
My calculator is a 10.778.
All right, so in the meantime, while Nathan, Trey, and Jaden are doing that, I'm going to move on. And I'm going to give another one. And I'm going to give this one to different persons. That makes sense? So it's really not too bad, guys. You want to try out these, you do. So let's say C is over here. So let's say here is 10 meters. And here is 50 degrees. And here is 40 degrees, right? Same thing. And I want to find C over here, and I'm going to give this one to Ariana, Nikolai, and Raquan. I'm gonna give you guys this one. So try this one, guys. Find C if over here is 10 meters, and over there is C. 40 degrees is over here, 50 degrees is over there. And let me put another one over here. And I'm going to say 60 degrees over this side, 40 degrees over this side. And I'm going to
Sir, is
call
it 8.39 centimeters?
here for C.
Yes, sir.
I think so, you know. I think so. 1 second though. Let me check it. And let me say over here is 10 meters. And over here is X. And I'm going to give this one to Adrian. I'm gonna give this one to Michaela. I'm gonna give this one to Deshaun. So Adrian, Michaela, Deshaun, and Tori. Yes, guys, try this one. You should get 10.777. Well, no, Nikolai gave me something else. Oh, sorry. Let's check it.
Sir, look in the chat.
I'll check in. Nikolai, you're supposed to get, I think you're supposed to get 8.39 for this one, Nikolai. You want to try it again? Try this one again, Nikolai. Ariana, you trying it? Let me check with
Sir, you see what I
everybody
type in the
else.
chat, sir?
Hold on, hold on. All right, try it one more time, Nikolai. Ariana, we're looking for you. Nathan, you got the 10.77. Jaden, you got the 10.77 as well.
Say,
No?
I don't know where you get that, say.
Maybe it's a calculator. You want to try again? You want me help you out?
Sure.
All right, let me help you out. Let's work it out. Let's work it out. Let's work it out, guys. Let's work them out. All right, so Nathan, let me help you out a bit. So same thing here, x over sine 60 is equal to 8 over sine 40, right? Nathan, find this for me. 8 divided by sine 40. Find that first and tell me what that is. Sorry, I don't know what to do. All right.
12.4.
How much you got?
12.4.
12.4. All right. Now multiply 12.4 by sine 60.
Oh, I see now.
All right. That's how you find the answer. That's how you find it. So all we can do, guys, is carry the sine 60 over to the right side. We're supposed to get x is equal to 8 over sine 40 times sine 60. That's how you'd work it out. Cool. Jaden, did you find the answer as well? So well done, Nathan. I'm glad you get it now.
Sir.
All right. Adrian say you got 17.3. Let me check.
We're on break, right?
Not yet.
Not really.
Not yet. I just want to work this out first.
Oh, because I heard silence. I thought I skipped it for a second.
Sorry about that. Adrian, you're supposed to get 7.422. So
Aha, I got
Raquan,
it.
yeah, you got it, Raquan. You're supposed to get 7.422. So I think I need to do this one over with you guys to be honest. Tori, how you feel? What you got, Tori? You tried it? Deshaun, you tried it as well?
Sir, I feel like mine is wrong.
You're supposed to get 7.422.
Oh, that's okay. I got it then.
Okay, so this is
I got it
Deshaun.
right then. Yes,
All right,
sir.
cool. Well done. Michaela, did you try it? Tori, you tried it, man.
Yes,
So
sir. I'm
guys,
still trying to.
I think I need to try to help you guys out with this one still, to be honest. So let me just show you guys how to do it. So Nikolai, Ariana, Raquan, the first thing you're supposed to do is say 10 over sine 50 is equal to c over sine, well, yeah, sine 40, right? The c matches the 40, the 10 matches the 50. Cool. Then after that, you have to multiply both sides by sine 40 because you want to get rid of the sine 40 to find c. So sine 40 times 10 over sine 50 would be equal to c, and c would be equal to 8.39. Cool.
Got it.
All right, well done, Arcon. Nikolai, is it making sense to you now? Ariana, is it making sense to you now? I hope so. So Adrian, Tori, Michaela, I'm gonna explain you guys on as well. Yeah, I'm gonna explain you guys on as well. You're supposed to get 7.422. 7.422. And how? You're supposed to have this 60 matches at 10. You're supposed to have 10 over sine 60 is equal to x over sine 40. So to find x, you need to get rid of this sine 40 down there. So you're gonna end up with sine 40 times 10 over sine 60 is equal to x. Cool. And when you work that out, when you work out 10 over sine 60 and then multiply it by sine 40, you're supposed to get 7.422 is equal to x. Cool. So Adrian, Michaela, Tori, you see how to do it now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. All right. So guys, it's manageable. It's manageable. I don't really think the sine rule is that bad. It's really not that bad. I don't think it's that bad. But I think it's fair to take a break still. Class soon finish anyway, but I definitely want to take a break. We've been going hard without a break.
Sir, to be honest, the only part that's tripping me up is that this actual sign, because I'm putting it in, but I'm not sure if it's the right sign or not.
Well, one thing's for sure, guys. I think you guys need to try and get more familiar with trig. You know, you want to know how to use your calculator to put in sine or cosine or tangent. You really do. Like, you don't want to not. By the way, does everybody have a calculator? You know, make sure you have a calculator and know how to use your calculator related to just put it in sine and cosine and tangent. You know, you definitely want to. Well, guys, we deserve a break though. We've been going hard. Let's take a 10-minute break, 5 to 10-minute break, and then we'll finish up. So take a short break, guys. Short break. So come.